What's up, NIO family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with NIO, Tesla, SPY, and a couple of other tickers. I want to break down what's happening with the economic calendar moving forward, talk about other factors involving the markets, what you should be watching for as time progresses. But let me just mention that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire community as a whole. Anyways, when it comes to NIO, we're currently approaching this $4 resistance, but just know that NIO is stuck in this range. The closer we get to 4, the more likely we are to reject, and the closer we get to about 3.6, the more likely we are to bounce. We've been stuck going back and forth for this entire month. That's all NIO is really doing is just completely sideways right now, and we're going to likely see this continue going into tomorrow. So I'm going to break down more information about this in just a few minutes. Just know that today we had some interesting data. Initial jobs claims was below expectations. The market loved that. That's why the market pumped. And then retail sales was also not bad. The market liked that as well. This was above expectations on a year-over-year basis. So the market liked that. That's why we saw some nice upside. Now, the market broke past some key resistance levels. And then heading into tomorrow, we just have the Michigan consumer sentiment data coming out around 10 o'clock a.m. with just one Fed speaker. So there's not really much coming out for tomorrow. But just keep in mind that the market thinks there's a 74% chance now the Fed gives us one cut of 25 basis points and a 26% chance we get 50 basis points worth of cuts by September 18th. So we're most likely going to see a 25 basis point cut. We'll see if that's adjusted depending on data. One thing worth mentioning is that we have a 3.05 put to call ratio of loads of puts expiring tomorrow. We have only about 780,000 calls expiring, and we have over 2.4 million of these puts expiring. We have 536 as max pain with the 3.05 put to call ratio. With all the puts expiring, there's a good chance the market may hold up, squeeze shorts, and then we'll see if it continues to squeeze past resistance. But I'll talk about what the resistance is. Walmart had its earnings. This was also good for the markets. They beat estimates and raised their outlook, beating on EPS and revenue and giving us good projections for the future. So, good job for Walmart. That's why the share price was up quite a bit. For other factors involving the markets, I just want to mention that there's been a lot of talk about this whole Iran situation. I just want to say that so far there's been no attack. And as long as this doesn't happen, it's been a long time since there's been any talk about this. A long time since anything's really happened. There's been lots of threats of attacks by Iran, but hasn't happened yet. So the market is still pushing. And as long as nothing happens, we're going to continue to push. This is once again not really affecting us much. A lot of it just seems like talk for now. That's all I'm saying for the time being. Of course, we should account for it, but I'm just saying that right now, it's not really affecting the market much. NIO is talking about its 18th power swap station in Norway. Great news for them. Bank of America Securities gave us a neutral rating. And finally, we have a volume of about 28 million, so very low volume. Looking at NIO, we have a tendency of trading sideways. Every time we get close to $4, if not 3.9, we reject. And every time we come to about 3.6, we tend to bounce. I think going into tomorrow, we might push a little bit higher towards this 3.9 area. Then we'll see if NIO gets a rejection trading in this sideways channel. To turn bullish, you want to break past 3.94 and close above that. Otherwise, we're just trading sideways. So we're just going back and forth and back and forth. Tomorrow we may go a little bit higher towards 3.9, then come back down and just continue to trade sideways. That's all I'm seeing for the time being. For other factors such as SPY, we're very bullish right now. We're going to be approaching 554 to 555. So look for a little bit more upside tomorrow. Then we're going to be watching to see if we can break this resistance. We're going to either chop around tomorrow, push a little bit higher, than chop around 555. Or if we break it, there's going to be another big push attempt towards 560. We'll see which one it is. As of right now, we look bullish, making higher highs and higher lows. So I anticipate a little bit more upside. So we'll see if we chop around once we reach 555 or if we break through that. We'll just have to wait and see. ES looks a little bit more bullish, may push up to fill this imbalance towards 5,600. And we'll see if we break through that to start filling some gaps or not. We either push to 5,600 and shop around, or we break through that and just continue to squeeze. SPX is looking bullish, going for 55.50. We'll see if it breaks that or not. May hit that, then shop, or just break through it. Nvidia is bullish. Look for a push attempt for 124 around that area. If we break this, we could squeeze for 126. If we don't, it might just chop around a little bit, but it still has upside potential. Still bullish overall. If we lose 120, we dip, but that's not looking favorable. We still look bullish. For Bitcoin, we're watching support at 56,500 and 58,000 as resistance. It is, it is possible to go a little bit higher for 58,500. Then we'll see if we get a rejection. But so far, we favor the upside. And by the way, for SPY, I forgot to mention, if we were to reject, you'd be looking at Key support currently around 552. I think that if that fails, we're coming all the way back down towards 550 flat. So we'll see if that ends up being the case. But like I said before, the most likely probability is we push a little bit higher to resistance, and then we either chop around at resistance or we break through it. But that's what I think is the most likely possibility for tomorrow. Tesla's been trying to push. We're going to be looking at 215 as resistance. If we break that, we're going to be looking for 220. And if we reject off 215, look for 212 and then 209 to be retested. Overall, we look more bullish. So look for an attempt to break past 215. It's going to be a big resistance. If we break that, look for more upside tomorrow. The chart does favor upside. QQQ is looking bullish. If we manage to break above 475, we're looking for 478. And if we reject, we're looking at support down here towards 472.5, then 470. We'll be watching those supports. The chart looks bullish, but look for a little bit more upside for the 475s. And we'll see if that breaks or not tomorrow. Apple looks more bullish. We had 225. We could continue to push. If we break and hold above 225 tomorrow, we're looking for 227. If you reject off 225, we're looking at support at 222. But this chart is favoring the upside. Supermicro looks more bullish, got a nice break. I think that's 640 would be a nice potential target. We'll see if that breaks or not, but it does look more bullish to me. For the IWM, we're trying to push higher. We'll have to see if we try to break through this. So if we do break, we'll be looking for basically 215, then eventually this gap fill. And then if we end up rejecting, we'll be dipping back down towards 210, but I still favor the upside. For Coinbase is trying to uptrend right here. We're basically looking at 203. If this breaks, we could push a little higher. If we lose 196, we'll be dipping down. We're just stuck in the middle, so we'll just have to give it some time. For Amazon, I just want to say that we look very bullish as long as we hold above 177, 180 is coming. If we lose 177, look for 175, but this chart's favoring 180. For Meta, we're looking more bullish, making a nice move to the upside, but look at 538 as resistance. If that breaks, we're going up to 544, and if we don't break it, look for 534 to be retested. And then if that does not hold, this imbalance will fill towards 530. But the chart still looks more bullish and favors 544, so we're looking pretty good. Microsoft is above 420, which is a good sign. As long as we hold above that, we're looking for 424. And if we lose that, look for 417. Google's trying to break out, but look at resistance around 163.5. We'll see if that breaks. So that being said, guys, NIO is going to likely push a little bit higher for tomorrow for 3.9, but then we'll see if we get a rejection there or not. To be bullish, you want to break past 3.9 for our 50 EMAs. We'll see if that ends up being the case. With that being said, thank you all so much for listening. I want to make this video nice, short, sweet, and simple. Just know that the market is still bullish and it's broken past key resistance levels. I was a little bit concerned about some setups, but right now the bulls have the edge, and I think the market may go a little higher. But then we'll see what kind of reaction we get with the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Data Report, not to mention the fact that we have new resistance levels to watch for. All right, so that's going to be a lightning fast update for the markets. Hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy your day, night, or evening, wherever you guys are around the world, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another update. Thank you for listening, and peace out.